Hello, my friends, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's talk about the U.S. President Trump trying to invade, or shall we say, just to scare the Venezuelan President Maduro. As we know, there were some speculation that U.S. will attack Venezuela because of drug war from Trump administration. It's his kind of drug war, other than the Philippines' most famous President Duterte. This drug war of President Trump is different. It's war against a nation, and maybe Trump has to say for himself that enough is enough, because as we know, years by years, many victims of illegal drugs coming from these countries, Venezuela, Mexico, Colombia. As we know, who's the drug cartel there. You can send me the chat, the names about the cartels there, the most famous there. Then made some movie or TV series in Netflix. So that's the reason why President Trump and his administration tried to diminish that problem, or is not just listen that problem. So there are many drugs there coming from the South America, and especially this latest what that drugs called, the zombie drugs, the famous drugs that people like zombie. What do you call the drugs? Can you write it down there? Like, as we say, many in the YouTube, people in the street like walking like zombies. You know that drugs made them do that, do those things like zombie action. I think it's called flaca. Yes, yeah, it's flaca. Flaca or fentanyl. I think fentanyl is if I'm not mistaken, it's a horse medicine. Let's see, fentanyl. Okay, fentanyl is a synthetic lipophilic opioids agonist with analgesic anesthetic properties. So it is anesthetic. It can stop the pain. Fentanyl selective binds to and activates the receptor in the central nervous system, thereby mimicking the effect of endogenous opiates. It's like opiates also. It's commonly used to treat chronic cancer, pain, or anesthesia, or in anesthesia. Oh, so it's for chronic cancer patient. It's not for animals. I thought I read about it's for an animal anesthetic drugs. Let me see, to clarify that thing, that it stands there, patch. Anyway, it was given by IV, intravenously, intramuscularly, transdermally, intranasally. So it's injectable, or you can put in the nose, or patches. Intrathelically, so in the anus, or vocal soluble thin film dissolved in mouth. So it has many route of administration. Yes, I cannot see anymore for horse meds. Yes, I see this now. Fentanyl is an opioid agonist that often is used as an analgesic component for balance anesthesia in both human and veterinary patient. So yes, but did not specify the horse. It's only for animals and veterinary, so including the horse. So very potent drug. Yes, again, back to the Venezuela. Maduro got angry, and said that he will fight back if going to be attacked by the Americans. And as we know, maybe it will last only a couple of days if US should if US attack, and or even just use their planes. It's just only a few days and it will be gone. But US will not. Maybe they will be careful because of this UN, the human rights, the ICC. They don't like Trump don't like to be subpoenas by the international court or even got arrested. So he won't do that for sure. Maybe that uh, that action which Trump did is just it's just is used to scare him or the government, because as we know, those countries uh, live, their bread and butter is this kind of business, and US think US thought maybe enough is enough. They always do that. If they did not do something that might scare the Venezuela government, then it will be more and more drugs in the US. As we know, drugs is very difficult to fight. Everywhere there's drugs. There were also the protectors, and it's not just in the famous drug war of here in the Philippines. It's all over the world. It's a global problem. And then there's also the countries before that, before the Philippine war on drugs. There is a country I remember that also like that, tried to fight the drug cartels. I think it's not Mexico. It's not Mexico. It's also a Spanish speaking countries. I forgot what's the countries that. Mexico also have times that they fought against the drug cartels, but even their president retreated after they captured the son of the drug cartel, and the drug cartel armies attacked them. The president said, release the son, because he don't want any more bloodshed. And so he released it. There's a pros and cons in that action. The criminals see how weak their government is, and they just giving up for the reason of bloodshed. We can't also blame him, because he's the president, and maybe he don't wanted to his countrymen suffering many deaths or fatherless children. So maybe it's his decision. Maybe it's good or bad. And maybe you can tell me what do you think about his action, and who's that president who surrendered from that drug cartel? Can you write it down? I try to search it. Who's that president? I cannot search anymore. Unfortunately, I can't find that person. There's so many people. Research. Anyway, you just try to search that. There's a Mexican president on live television. He surrendered to the drug cartels, that he will not again bother them. Or at that time, he surrendered, not bother them. He surrendered his son, release the son of that drug cartel, and ordered his men to retreat. Yes. I think this is the one. Top Sinaloa cartel leaders. No, it's not. Anyway, just try to find out. But then back to the back to the armed forces of the Venezuela. It's a very their things are old and not properly maintained. So how can they defend their country against the Americans? They can't, and maybe they will ask help for the Russian or to Vladimir Putin, and can Putin assist or help them? I think it's not. He cannot help Venezuela because he also had something to solve with his war against Ukraine. He didn't even rescue Iran during the bombing of Israel. Many officers or political officers, politicians were killed during the bombing, and he did not even rescue Assad during Syrian collapse when Assad asking help for him. So I think Venezuela cannot ask help for Putin. he had nothing to go to, because although Venezuela and were the same, although Russian is not the USSR of today, Russian is now dictator leadership, but the roots and the bloods of Russia has still have that communist socialist blood, and he cannot afford to see Venezuela, as we know, dictator and socialist Venezuelan administration government, like the Cuba, cannot he cannot survive to see his two countries, or the Venezuela country, to be destroyed by the US. But he cannot do it. He cannot help Venezuela because he needed also help. Needed help, even asking for help from the North Koreans during last year, I think, or this year. He asked help for North Korean Kim Jong-il soldiers, which participated, almost 10,000 soldiers, North Korean soldiers participated in Ukrainian war against Ukraine soldiers. So Putin cannot help his allies in the South America, and I think he felt sorry for that. If Venezuela gonna fight, or there will be a war against the US, it will take only a few days. But I think US will not do that because of as we know, he don't want to become like Netanyahu, that cannot be easily go around the world because of his warrant of arrest from ICC. That's why I think that's all the for show from Trump. I think it's all for show, because it's almost 1 week from now, when US Trump